Welcome to AI Evening News. Tonight, OpenAI resets everyone's Codex limits after a weekend war room. Google rations Gemini compute to rival Meta. Austria asks the EU to host Anthropic, and Musk says Grok 4.5 may rival Opus. But today's biggest story isn't a chatbot. It's an AI that talks and shows you video in real time. Here's the one to watch. Today's biggest story isn't a chatbot. It's an AI that talks and shows you video in real time. Alibaba's Wan team unveiled Wan-Streamer, a single model that listens, speaks, and generates synced video all at once. The trick? Language, audio, and video all live inside one transformer with no bolted-on speech-to-text or text-to-speech. It answers with about 200 milliseconds of model-side delay and roughly half a second once you count the network. It's full duplex, so you can cut in and it will stop, shorten, or change course mid-sentence. The honest catch, it's a research preview at a rough 192p. The weights aren't released, and being first under a second is the team's own claim. But this is what real-time AI starts to feel like. Why did OpenAI's Codex team spend its Sunday in a war room? Because something was quietly eating people's usage. The Codex lead, Thibault Sottiaux, said the team was combing through logs and, quote, won't rest until we get to the bottom of it. Some users reported burning more than 20 million tokens in 2 to 3 hours, far faster than normal. The likely culprit? Anti-abuse systems overflagging ordinary use and draining quotas early. So Sottiaux did something blunt. He hard reset everyone's Codex usage limits, wiping even the banked resets that some users had stacked up to 3 of. There's no incident page and no changelog for this. Just a team lead on a weekend giving everyone their limits back while the investigation continues. Here's a strange one. Google is rationing the AI compute that its rival Meta was counting on. According to the Financial Times, around March, Google told Meta it couldn't sell it as much Gemini capacity as Meta wanted to buy. That shortfall disrupted and delayed some of Meta's internal AI projects, and Meta told staff to use their AI tokens more efficiently. Several other Google customers felt it too, but Meta, with unusually huge demand, was hit the hardest. Both companies declined to comment, so treat it as a report, not a confirmation. Either way, the compute crunch is now shaping who gets to build. Austria has an unusual ask for the European Union: help set up Anthropic on European soil. In a letter, Austria's Digitalization State Secretary Alexander Proll wrote, quote, let us jointly explore the strategic establishment and participation of Anthropic within the European Union. He pitched Europe's legal certainty, market access, capital, and values as the draw. Why now? Earlier this month, the US restricted foreign nationals' access to Anthropic's most advanced models, and Europe doesn't want to be locked out. The catch is big. This is a letter, not a deal. There's no mechanism. Proll himself admitted there would be skepticism, and Anthropic didn't immediately respond. Still, it shows how fast US export curbs are turning into a sovereignty scramble in Europe. And finally, the hype frontier. Elon Musk says Grok 4.5 is now in private testing at SpaceX and Tesla, and that early evals show it close to, maybe even beating, Anthropic's Opus. He says it's built on a 1.5 trillion parameter foundation model called V9, with data from Cursor, the coding tool his AI group now owns, folded in. He also pledged a brand new model trained from scratch every single month for the rest of the year. Keep the salt handy, though. This is Musk's own internal read. There's no public benchmark and nothing has been released. It's a bold claim. We'll believe the Opus beater when we can actually run it. If today's signal was useful, subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's briefing.